Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryan Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. प्रातस्मरामि hrudi samsphuradátmatattvam. saccitsukham paramahamsagatim turèyam. yatsvapna jágarasussuptamavaiti nityam. tadbrahma niskalamaham nacha bhutasañgha. Pratarbhajámi manasá vacasámagamyam. vacho vibhánti nikhilá yadanugrahena. yanneti neti vacanair nigamá avocam. stam devadevamajam achyutam. Pratarbhajámi tamasah paramarkavarnam. Purnam sanatana padam purushottamākhyam. Yasminnidam jagadasheshamasheshamurtau. Rajvam bhujandamaiva pratibhasitam vai. We already saw the first verse. Now the second verse we look into. So in the first verse, the Atma Tattvam was presented to us as the one which is available as I in our buddhi, but its real nature is not like what you think, but it is saccitsukham, it's Satchidananda Swarupam. And that is the goal of even all the exalted people, correct? Even the Paramahamsa sannyasis want to understand this and attain this Atma Swarupam only. And it is also the one which experiences or knows whatever is happening in all the three states, but it itself transcends all that. That's why it is called as turèyam or fourth by the Mandukya Upanishad. And that is what, that aham is not separate from Brahma. That aham, whatever is available as aham or Atma Tattvam in oneself is that Brahman, which is the Jagat Karanam Brahma, which is partless whole. So I am of that nature and I do not have any connection with all this bhuta and bhautika srishti, correct? The entire srishti is nothing but mahabhuta, pancha mahabhuta only. And these mahabhutas and whatever is derived from that, the bhautika or elemental, which includes my body, mind, sense complex also. None of this is I. So I am separate from all that. I don't have any sangha. I am asangaha. I am unconnected to all these things. That is the reality. And now continuing what? This Atma Swarupam itself is not an object of any cognition. That is the most important thing. That's why it cannot be revealed by Pratyaksha and Anumana also. There is no other pramana which can reveal the nature of yourself, because the self is not available as an object. By definition, Pratyaksha also objectifies only the Indriya Vishaya, correct? Whatever is available as an Indriya Vishaya, that only the Pratyaksha can reveal. And Anumana also is based on Pratyaksha only. So Pratyaksha Anumana do not have any access to this reality. What about science? Science also same thing. Science only does objective study. Science cannot even come to a consensus whether there is a mind or not. Forget about Atma. Because some scientists say mind is an epiphenomenon of matter. They don't even accept mind. Then where to, what to talk about, and they don't know the differentiation between mind and Atma. We are all talking about mind also is Jada. Mind is only something which is also a bhautika for us. It is also created from all the sattva guna of the different mahabhutas, only becomes the mind. So like this Atma is an eternal subject. It's only a witness. The witness consciousness itself can never be objectified. It need not be objectified also because it is self-revealing and self-existent reality. It need not be objectified for knowing. That's why it is called Sakshat Aparokshat Brahma. Yes, Sarvantaratma, like this the Upanishad says, that which is the self of all and that which is directly known without any intermediary like a means of knowledge. Every object can only be known through a means of knowledge. Means the means of knowledge becomes the intermediary, correct? Even though we say Pratyaksha means it is direct experience and knowledge and all that, but there also the intermediary of the senses are there. That's why even sometimes you can be misled also. Because whatever is reported by the sense may be true, it may not be true. It can be mirage water or it can be real water. So the intermediary is involved even in perceptual knowledge. But this Atma does not require any means of knowledge. If I ask you, are you there? All of you will say yes. How did you know? You don't have to see yourself to say I am there. You don't have to touch yourself to say I am there. You don't have to smell yourself to say I am there. You don't have to lick yourself and say I am there. Nothing. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do inference also. I am married, therefore I have to be there. No inference like that also is required. I am there. Correct? That's known without the use of any means of knowledge. That's why you are sakshat, aparoksha. You are aparoksham. The self is aparoksha. It is always available and it is known without the use of any means of knowledge. That's why we call it self-revealing. Swaprakasha, Swayam Prakasha. All these words are used to only point out this fact. So such a self is not available for objectification. It is called aprameya also. Even in the Gita, the word aprameya is used. Many times aprameya even comes, see, you see even our, all the devata attottara and all that, lot of saguna aspects will be there. But when you see, even nirguna words and all will be there in any attottara and all that. Even things like aprameya, namaha, like that will be there in an attottara. It's really, Bhagavan also is really aprameya. That's why Kenopanishad says that Nedam edidam upasate yen manasana manute yenahur manomatam tadeva brahmatvam vidhi Nedam edidam upasate. Whatever you do, upasana is this. It is not that. That's not Brahman. Brahman is the mind of mind, eye of the eye, ear of the ear. Like that we have to understand. Correct? Prana of prana. In its presence alone, all the Indriyas are functioning. The mind is functioning. So it is the one to which everything, all the activities of your body, mind, sense complex becomes evident. That is the Atma. That Atma can never be objectified, so it can never be this. It's always I only. Only available as I. This is the source of the I thought also. Because this I is there even when there is no I thought. I also is only a thought, understand that is. The I thought which is there in the mind also is not Atma really. That I thought is only with reference to this thought. If the I thought is there with reference to this thought, that is only ego or that is only the limited I. But the limited I also is not real I. Even when that I thought is not there, I am there, correct? I am there even in sleep when there is no I thought, but I am there. I only say. So that is the source of even the I thought. That's what we have to understand. That is this Atma. That consciousness is myself. But this consciousness, because many people ask, even in the Upanishad itself, that question is there. So the Yajnavalkya is asked, why don't you show me this Atma like you can show this cow? Like that the question is there in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Then Yajnavalkya again says the same thing only, because it can never be objectified. We have to only indicate it as it is the Drishtahe Drashtaram. Correct? Or it is the Shrotrasya Shrotram. Manasaha Manaha. Like that only you have to point out. There is no other way, because it is not an object. That's what here Pratarbhajámi manasá vacasámagamyam means, that which is agamyam. It cannot be known as an object of your mind or even words. It is not the meaning of any one word. Correct? If Brahman or Atma is meaning of one word, it will become limited again, because it is only the meaning of one word. So it cannot be the meaning of one word. But we have to still teach you through words only. Understand that? Given that fact. It's not the, in fact, we can say one way. It is the meaning of all words. You can say that. Brahman is the real meaning of all words, because it is the only one which exists. So it is the meaning of all words, but it is not the meaning of any one word. In fact, that's why Bhashyakara says even the word Atma also need not be used for Brahman or for yourself. The word Atma also is there only to show that it is available as the self, or in reference to this and all that. Otherwise, Atma is as it is. You don't require even the word Atma for that, because you know that without using any words only we know our existence and all that. Correct? I am is known. For that you don't require any word or anything. You don't require even the word Atma. He says that I think in the 147 Bhashya in Brihadaranyaka, there is a question. If it is not the meaning of any word, why are you even using Atma? Bhashyakara says, correct, it's not required really. Only to give you this knowledge, we have to use all these words. Once you have known that, no words are also required, because you are not even a knower anymore. You lose the status of being a knower also. Because knower also comes and goes. Atma is always there. So this Atma is not an object of your mind, nor it is an object of words. This is directly coming from Taittiriya Upanishad, correct? Yato vacho nivartante apraapya manasa saha. It says, see the Upanishad also. He says that it is not available. Many people quote this, correct? Modern Vedantins are very happy about this. They say, see, your Upanishad itself says you cannot know this Atma. It is not, this mind goes, but it returns. It cannot objectify. It cannot know. Atma is beyond mind. So you should have this self-knowledge, this supra-mental. You have to go beyond the mind, deep in meditation. I don't know what will happen, but something will happen and you will know. Okay, like this. That's modern Vedanta. Sorry. They will quote, but immediately Anandam Brahmano Vidwan. Upanishad. Next Vakya is what? Anandam Brahmano Vidwan. But the one who knows this has Ananda, right? Because he knows himself as the source of all Ananda. So even though it is not objectifiable by the mind or even any one word, it can be known. In fact, it is there always as yourself shining in your heart. So Anandam Brahmano Vidvan Nabibheti Kutascha neti. Once you know what is the result, there is no fear, because there is no second thing. When there is no second thing, there is nothing to fear. So that's what is said here. What we understand is this cannot be objectified by any indriya, manas, all that. But what? All of them. Vacho, vibhánti, nikhilá, yadanugrahena. By which anugraha? The anugraha of this chaitanyam. That anugraha also is only a presence. Sannidhi matrena. Just by its presence, all these words and mind, everything becomes known. Correct? They all shine. Natatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam. Also same thing. Nema vidyuto bhanti kuto yamagnihi tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhāti. So only this Atma shines. Everything shines after it. This is the only one which shines, which is light. Its light only is again enlightening everything. Whether it is even physically, whether it is a source of light or not, everything has to be known only with this Atma. Atma alone is the one which shines by itself. Everything else shines after it. So vacho vibhánti, all the words, they all become meaningful. They are all understood. They all become evident to only this Atma. Atma alone, light sheds its light on all these things. We can say they all shine because of the anugraha of this Atma. All the words, all the indriyas, all the minds in the world, all of them are lighted up by this Atma alone. Its anugraha means its presence. Like even when the sun is present only, everything is happening in the world. The lotus is blooming, sunflower is turning towards the sun, water evaporates, cloud forms, rains happen. All the activities in the world start, plants start making chlorophyll, food is made. Then you can say sun is the one who is doing all these things. Yadanugrahena. But if you go and ask sun, did you do any of these things? He will say no. Aham akarta, tasya kartaram apimam, vidya kartaram avyayam. Of course, sun is not really avyayam, but relatively, sun is the same, correct? Sun is the same in a relative way, but you are older. You are older. Every day we become old, but sun is the same in a relative way, correct? There is a song also like that. You may have heard it or you may not have heard. Okay? There is a song called Time. Go and hear it. It's a good song. Okay? In that, the lyrics is that sun is the same in a relative way, but you're old. Like that it goes. It's a good tune. Okay. So sun is relatively avyaya, you can say. But so many things are happening here, but it is avyaya and is akarta. It doesn't have any kartritvam. Like that, Bhagavan also is same, or even Atma is the same. Its anugraha is there means all the things are functioning in its presence. Everything is happening. That's what we have to understand. And again, how do we know this Atma? Yanneti vacanair nigamá avocam. Means what? Only it is pointed out by saying this is not, this is not, this is not. Why this way means because to show that it is the very swarupa of the negator. Understand that? Of course, it is true that it is not any one object. I told you, correct? Atma cannot be any one object. So you cannot point it out like this cow. This is cow. Like that, you cannot point out the Atma. Brahman and Atma are yourself. It is not an object. It cannot be known as an object. Correct? So it can never be known. Like that also you can say. Those who say that they know, they do not know. Those who say I do not know, they know. Like this you can give cryptic teachings and all you can give. And finally you say, I know. After hearing these two, you have to say, Manye Viditam. The student says that. Okay. So the teacher says, if you say you know, you do not know. If you say I do not know, you know. Then what does the student say? I know. That's the beauty. See, that is this teaching. It's a wonderful teaching, correct? It's Ascharya only. So that is that. So neti vacanair nigamá avocam. So all the Vedas are teaching you by saying that it is not this, not this, not this. That's how it has to be taught also. To show that it is not any one object. In fact, this is the very swarupa of the negator, the one who says not this, that is that in fact. That is Brahman, that is yourself. And what is that? Tam devadevam. So this Brahman is Deva of even all the Devas, correct? It is said, that's the story in the Kenopanishad also proves that, or even in Taittiriya it is there. Ishas madvatah pavate. ईशोदेति सूर्यः ईशास्मादग्निश्चेन्द्रश्च मृत्युर्धावति पंचम iti. Like that, only out of the fear of this Brahman, wind is blowing, vatah pavate. Ishode, because of the fear of this Brahman alone. Fear means what? Because of the neti of the Brahman. It's all neti, Brahman's order only. Ishode Surya, Surya also rises. Isha Smad Agnischendrascha. Agni and Agni also functions only because of the neti of this Brahman. Indra also says. Mrityur Dhavati. Mrityu also goes all over the place doing his job only because of this Brahman. So all the devatas are functioning as devatas only because the anugraha of this Brahman. Brahman is presented as the, even in the Brihadaranyaka also it is presented. Okay, Niyanta is the one, Antaryami and Niyanta and all that are the Prashastas. He is presented as the ruler of all. Only under the rule of this Brahman everything is happening. Even though we say like that, it's not really a ruler in the sense that it is ruling, like, or you can say even a king, correct? King need not do anything. That is the analogy we have to understand. King's presence is enough, correct? In the king's presence, everything happens. It's like that. If the king's power is flowing, then everything happens. King himself need not do anything. He's just sitting on the throne, you can say. But everything happens. Like that, Brahman is the Prashasta. Okay, under the rule of Brahman only everything is happening. Fearing Brahman only everybody works like as they work. Like that. That is the understanding here. He is the Devadeva. That is why Brahman is the Deva of all Devas also. And Ajam, but unborn. Unborn means undying also, correct? So achyutam, unborn means unchanging also. Unborn, Achyuti he means change, modification, but unchanging, unborn, unchanging reality. And tamahuhu, and this Brahman is being said to be what? Agriyam. Is there any cause of this Brahman? You say Brahman is Jagat Karma. Then what about Brahman's cause? Is Agriyam. First, uncaused, first and foremost. Agriyam means what? Even in Tamil we say, correct? Mulu Mudar Kadavul. Like that we say. In Tamil it is said that he is the first and complete God. Like that they say. What is the meaning of that? Mulu Mudar Kadavul means what? Means uncaused, cause. Brahman is Jagat Karanam, but Brahman itself is, because it is unborn, it cannot have any cause. Only that which is born can have any cause. That's why we always say Brahman is Ajam. Correct? Avyayam. All these things. Because it is unborn, unchanging reality, it does not, it can, even causality itself is there only within creation. Understand that. Although we talk with reference to the world, we talk about Brahman as a cause. But basically, the cause effect itself is born along with creation, we have to take. So the causality also is part of creation. Brahman is beyond causality also. That's why it is not really Jagat Karma. Only from the standpoint of Jagat, it is Jagat Karma. From its own standpoint, it transcends causality also. Not only space-time, but even Brahman transcends causality because the Jagat is Mithya. The Brahman's Jagat Karanatvam also is Mithya equally. From its own standpoint, it transcends everything. It's not even a cause. Therefore, you cannot ask about a cause of Brahman. That is invalid question. In fact, that question is not valid. So it is Agriyam. It is first and foremost, it is the uncaused cause. You can say, if you are talking from the standpoint of the world. Okay. So Adi Bhagavan, Mudatre, Ulage, all that same thing is said. Don't think that all Indian languages we have Vedanta only. You read our literature, even our general our all the sayings and all that we have, Padamoli and all, it's all Vedanta. Okay. Once you study Vedanta, you will appreciate the Vedanta in that. Otherwise, you will think there is some Laukika meaning and all that, correct? But you can always see that actually it is something else. That is the beauty. Or you can have multiple meanings also. Depending on your own level, you can understand it in different ways. That is the beauty. Okay, further what? Pratarnamami tamasah paramarka varnam. So, I am now doing Pratarnamami. I am doing Namaskara to this Vastu in the morning. What is that? Tamasah param is beyond ignorance. Because one of the problem with myself is what? I think either I am a knower or I am ignorant. This is the problem. But this is beyond ignorance. It is beyond knower, it is beyond ignorance. It is neither knower nor it is ignorant. In fact, it is the one which lights up both. When you say I know, that is also Brahman only is lighting up. When you say I don't know, how did you know I don't know? Means that is also Brahman alone is lighting up that. So Brahman is avirodha. It has no virodha to anything. It is just lighting up everything. Ignorance also, ignorance we say covers Brahman, but ignorance itself is lighted up only by that Brahman. Like I told you, the analogy is that we say cloud is covering the sun. How did you know the cloud is covering sun? Only because of sun. If there is no sun, you cannot say cloud is covering sun. That also will not be visible. So sun alone reveals to you that itself is covered by the cloud. Like that, Brahman, if you say I don't know, you ask what is Brahman, you say I don't know. And how did you know I don't know? That itself only Brahman. Brahman alone is revealing to you that I don't know Brahman. That is the beauty, correct? So this Brahman is beyond ignorance. Ignorance and all is nothing. It's all mithya again. Brahman is neither knower nor ignorant. You have to only know this fact. That's all. As long as you think I am ignorant, you have to know the reality. Once you have known, then you know that I was never ignorant to start with. So what is all this? Nothing to talk about, correct? Tamasah param arka varnam. Again, we have to give a color and all this to Brahman. Arka varnam we say. Okay. Means really it doesn't have any color. We say it is nirguna and all that. But still, why we say arka varnam and all this? See, arka varnam means it has a certain bright color, correct? It is like sun. Sun is so bright. Means the brightness is only in terms of the Chaitanya. Basically, it is lighting up everything. Means that's what we are referring to as Arkavarnam. Arkavarnam also points out to only the Suprakashatvam of Atma. That's what we have to understand. Because the ignorance we say is darkness and all that, correct? So to contrast it, we are saying, when you say Tamasah Param, it is beyond ignorance and all this, beyond all kinds of darkness, means then we say it is of this like it is shining. Its color is one of brightly it is shining always like the sun's color and all that. To say that this Svaprakasha, Brahman is shining all the time and that is its color. That shine itself is its color. Okay. So it is Arka Varnam, then Purnam, it is complete. It is Niskala, it is partless whole. It does not lack anything, it is not wanting. So I do not want anything, I do not lack anything. That is my reality. And Sanatanam, Sanatana Padam. It's again Sanatana means eternal. Again, eternal means it does not mean long time. It means that it is not even subjected to time. Kalasyapi Adharam. It is the one in which Kala itself is superimposed. Because it is unchanging, there cannot be any time in Brahman, correct? Time itself is only based on change. Without change, you cannot measure any time. But Brahman is changeless. Achyutaha. Even Vishnu also we say, even our Devatas we say Achyutaya Namaha, Anantaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha is all Vedanta, correct? Even you do Achamanam also. So your Swarupa only is revealed there. Govinda also you can take it differently. It's not about cows. Go also means words. So Govinda means one who lights up all the words, like we said correct here. Vacho, vibhánti, nikhilá means Govinda means that. The one who lights up everything, one who is unchanging, one who is limitless. That's how we do achyutam. That's for purification of your, see, bahya shuchi means you have to do something, right? You have to clean up. For antara shuchi, what do you do? Internal cleaning means we always do achyutam only you have to do. And achyutam mantras are what is how does you clean? How does it clean you? Because it is pointing out your own reality. That means what? You are ever pure. That's what those three things are pointing out, correct? If you say achyutaya nama, anantaya nama, govindaya nama, what should you comprehend? That I am ever pure, I am nitya shuddhaha. That is my nature. If you are able to recollect that, then already you are pure. There cannot be any impurity. None of the impurities of mind and all will touch you. It cannot touch you, in fact. You are free from all of that, always. So, anyway, sanatana padam, you are free from time. You are not subjected to time. You transcend the very time itself. Purushottamakyam. Again. So again, Purushottama Yoga is there. The entire 15th chapter is that, correct? Svavimau Purushau Loke Ksharaschakshara Evacha Ksharas Sarvani Bhutani Kutastokshara Uchyate Uttama Purushastvanyaha Paramatmeti Udahritaha Yolo Katrayama Vishya Vivartyavyaya Ishvaraha Yasmat Ksharamati Aksharadapi Chottamaha Atosmi Loke Vedesha Pratitah Purushottamaha. So Bhagavan is talking about the Purushottama. Who is this Purushottama? He says there are Akshara. There are, now he talks about two Purusha also. One is Akshara, one is Kshara. But this Purushottama is other than the two. Ksharam means what? Whatever is changing, whatever is decaying, whatever disintegrates, correct? Means this entire world is Kshara only. It's all Kshara Purusha, you have to say. The entire world is all, it's all in disintegrating. Entropy is there. Even scientists will say that if any system, if you leave it as it is, it will disintegrate because there is entropy. Means entropy means it is a measure of disorderliness, correct? So the second law of thermodynamics, the laws of thermodynamics say that entropy is there. Means if you leave a system as it is, it will keep on becoming more and more disorderly. It will disintegrate. It's all Kshara. But then even if it disintegrates, it has to dissolve into something. That is called Akshara. That is the unmanifest, Avyakta. The unmanifest is there. That is the cause of all this manifest world. But then this Uttama Purushaha or Purushottama is other than both this Vyakta and Avyakta. It is free from all Upadhi. The Avyakta, Maya, Prakriti and all that is only a conditioning factor. It is there only when you look at the same Brahman from the standpoint of the world. From its own standpoint, it is separate. It's not connected to any of these things. So, Uttama Purushadu Anyaha. Neither the Kshara or Akshara, or neither Vyakta or Avyakta, neither Vyakrita or Avyakrita. So, neither differentiated nor undifferentiated, neither manifest nor unmanifest. Correct? Neither the one which is always there, one which is there relatively, at least it is unchanging, and another is keep on changing. But this one is other than all these. It is yourself. It is the unchanging reality. So it is Purushottamakyam. It is known as Purushottama. And what about this entire world? Means yasmin nidam jagadashesham ashesha murtau rajvam bhujangamayiva pratibhasitam vai. This entire world. Okay, yasmin nidam jagate, idam jagate, this world. Ashesham means complete, entire world, without leaving out anything. Ashesha Murtau. So the Brahman itself is now called Ashesha Murtihi here. Ashesha Murtihi means what? In Shesha Murtihi means a form which does not include something, means it is having some parts, correct? If you have a form made up of many parts, then it can miss some parts also. Even if you put together, you forgot to put one screw, means that screw is missing. In fact, that happens always. Whenever you give something for repair, the repair guy always misses one screw. Even if you give the laptop for repair, you get it back, then one screw is missing. Because of that, it will have some loda there. Correct? If you have some problem. So anything you give for repair, that guy misses something. Means something becomes shesha. Means it's gone. It's not there complete. So Brahman can never become like that. Why? Because it is always complete. It's spotless whole. That's why it is called Ashesha Murti. He means it is of a form where you cannot leave out anything because there is nothing to leave out. Because there are no parts to start with. So you cannot leave out anything. That's how Brahman is. So in this Brahman, which is Ashesha Murti, this entire world, Ashesha Jagat is only shining. It is all appearing, correct? Yasmin, in this Brahman alone, Yasmin, Ashesha Murtau, okay, Idam Jagate, Ashesham, how Pratibhasitam, it says. Means it's only appearing. It's all only appearance. The entire world is nothing but name and form. It's just an appearance in this Brahman, which is a partless whole. It is available to you all the time as I. And what kind of an appearance it is? Advam Bhujangamaiva. Like even the snake appears on the rope. It's only an appearance. It's all appearance. That's why Gaudapada says the same thing. He says there is no difference between waking and dream. Everything is appearance only. You have to just recognize that. Atma alone is there. Everything else is Mithya. Mithya Jagat is all only appearance. But we take the appearance as real and suffer. That is our whole problem. So you have to see the whole thing as appearance for whatever it is. It's all appearing. And once you have the knowledge, means all these appearances will vanish. Already I told you that Tirumular also says the same thing in Tamil. He says, Parattil maraindadu parmudal bhutam, Marattai maraindadu mamadayane. So if you see the elephant, and then that elephant is covering up the wood, you only see elephant. You think it is real elephant. It has covered the wood, which is the reality. Now wood is appearing, it's all real. Then samsara, you want to run away because the elephant is also a very Mamadayane, he said. It is a mad elephant. At least normal temple elephants and all we like, correct? When it touches your head, it feels good. That trunk touch it's a weird touch. At least I like that. Some people don't like it. They cringe on that touch, I think. But I even like my cows licking me. So it's like a emery sheet. The cow's tongue is very rough. Okay. So sometimes it's not very pleasant, but cow thinks it is it is lovingly licking you, correct? For it is loving, but for you it may not be very loving. But sometimes you can enjoy that. It's nice. Even that rough lick is good. You can feel similarly that elephant touch also I like, but some people don't like that. They feel like they don't like they don't want to go near the elephant. But we all give some money, and elephant will touch you. And you feel good about it. Aha, nice. But this elephant is not like that. It is mad elephant. And you want to run away. But then what? If you see that it's only wood means what happens, then there is no elephant at all. Where is the elephant? So you say elephant is wood. Like then we say that this Jagat is nothing but Brahman. Jagat is negated. So when you say elephant is only wood, elephant is negated, there is no more elephant. Marattil maraindadu, the mad elephant has vanished into the wood. It's no more available. Because if you see only the wood, you may not even see the elephant form, correct? That is the thing. It all depends on what you see. If you see only the elephant, you don't see the wood. But if you see only the wood, in the woodness, there is no elephantness or anything, correct? In your appreciation of wood, there is no elephantness or any elephant or anything like that. So that's what you have to understand. Like that, we are seeing the entire Jagat, par mudal bhutam. But all the entire world you see is nothing but only this vastu. Parattai maraitadu par mudal bhut. So Param Brahma is alone is there. This is the Ashesha Murti, we said. But if you see the world as world, then there is no Param Brahma there. You are only seeing world. Then you will have fear because you are also one small part of this world, limited individual, vast world, cosmic also. Now the scientists have made it worse. At least previously people didn't have any idea about the dimensions and all that. Now they say no, it is all so many light years, etc. Means you think you can't. After some time, our brains cannot process more zeros. I think after some six means million. Okay, 9 means billion. After that, what? Doesn't After that it doesn't make, we cannot fathom how big it is and all that. So they talk about billions of light years and all that. So it doesn't make any sense to me anymore. It's too big. But I am so small. Then what? Parattil maraindadu par mudal bhutam. But you have to see everything is Brahman alone. There is only one vastu. You see like that, there is no more world. World is only an appearance. World is just appearing. It's all only as though, Dvaitam, yatra Dvaitam iva pashyati. Upanishad says that, correct? Dvaitam means it's all iva only. It's always as though you are seeing Dvaitam, but you take it as real means problem. So again, it has to go what? Once you have studied the Upanishad, always yatra Dvaitam iva only. Dvaitam is always iva, it's as though there is no real Dvaitam. Neha nanasti kinchana, correct? Upanishad says. But if you see Nana, what will happen? Okay. It says you will go from death to death. Correct? That Upanishad saying, if you see multiplicity, many things, then what? Then mrityoho mrityum gacchati. You have to go from death to death only. There is no solution then. You may have utkrishta janma and all that, but still die. Again death, again birth, death, keep on going. There cannot be any stop for that. But if you don't see nanatvam means what? Then there is no birth only. Then where is the question of any death? So that is the vision of the Shruti. So this vision has been presented here in 3 verses beautifully. The entire teaching is there. So you can chant this every morning, maybe after brushing your teeth, so that you have gained some alertness, correct? Otherwise you are too much, you get up and you are not very alert. Once you put some paste on your teeth, then you become a little bit alert. It's better. And then you can chant this and just recollect the teachings of our Shastra right in the morning. You recollect that, then it has to stay with you. The idea is that anything you put in the morning when your mind is fresh and all that, it stays with you, correct? So that this vision you should never lose. It should always be with you. This is your reality. Whatever you may do activity, however busy you may be during the day, this vision also always has to be there with you. Then you can do anything you want. Doesn't matter. Karmani apipravrittopi naiva kinchit karoti saha. So that vision has to be always with you. That's why you start right in the beginning. In the morning only, this we have to say every day. While saying, reflect on the meaning also. Don't just chant it like some prayer. This PraatasSmaranam is not really a prayer, correct? It's actually the teachings of the Shastra distilled into 3 verses. And you just chanted, and whatever meaning also you have to understand clearly. Of course, those who do not know Sanskrit, maybe it is slightly difficult, but of course it's not a very big shloka or anything. And most of these words are also not new. We all know that even in Indian languages, all these words are there. And whatever has been taught to you now, those details also, if you have, then you can easily recollect the meaning of these words, and that vision then you can carry throughout the day. That is the idea of chanting this. So this is the PraatasSmaranam, and I hope all of you also then incorporate this also into your daily routine. You have to incorporate it. Whatever you do daily alone, even if it is small, that alone will help you over a period of time. Understand that. Even small things you do, but you keep on doing every day. Don't ask me how long and all that. After 1 year or 2 years, you yourself will know the difference. So you don't have to ask anybody. Just keep doing whatever you are doing. Nitya karma is our culture, correct? Every day you do. Don't ask about what is the phala of this nitya karma and all straight away. Just do. Then you will know the phala yourself. So it's all drishtapalam. Vedanta is all about drishtapalam, correct? It's not about adrishtapalam which you have to attain after death and all that. It has to work right here and right now. And right here and right now, you have to see the result also. And that will happen. But the effort has to be on a daily basis. This cannot be some hobby or anything. Or weekend only, I will say PraatasSmaranam means it's not going to work. Every day, you have to say. Every day, you reflect. And throughout the day also, you can reflect. No problem. Again, in the afternoon, you say. At night also, you can say. Although it is saying PraatasSmaranam, maybe we can change the word a little bit, I think. But anyway, but every day in the morning, if you say it should work, is it clear? That's all. So we'll finish this year. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha Hari Om